Hi guys, this video is a bit of a bit different. Me and Mark had the idea to get together on like a Zoom call and sort of critique each other's gear a little bit, what we're planning on taking in a trip that we've got coming in a month or so. So didn't come out quite as the way I'd hoped, but I don't know. I'm just going to release it and yeah, hopefully I can try and improve that style of video with them. Yeah, didn't quite get the definition that I wanted in the video, but that's something for me to work on in the future. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, tell me how cool it is. If not, go kick rocks. Anyway, have fun. Need a beer, mate. How's it going? What's been happening?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Oh, a bit of summer hunting, mate, in the old South Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Yeah. Moving house. You know, moving house, settling the family in, dramas. Haven't really been hunting, getting fat. So yeah, it's all good. But anyway, so we thought we'd do this little chat and record it and see how it goes. And sort of the aim is to go through our gear, and we've got a raw trip in 6 weeks. I'm going to watch on
Yeah.
about 6 weeks, and
Yep.
go through our gear and criticize the shit out of each other and tell each other we're carrying too much stuff to try and lighten our packs off. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to carry the lightest pack possible, obviously without being fucking cray cray about it. But I always found it's good to sort of bounce ideas off like the likes of yourself and other mates. And go through your pack and sort of I suppose just pull each other up on some strange things that we may be carrying that might be unnecessary, and ask reasons why. And quite often there is a reason, right? So,
Yeah.
but is the reason comfort or necessity? Like
100%. So I've got some gear definitely in here. We had a conversation the other day, and I think I said to you that I've got some gear that I'm going to pull out because I've sort of started having a look at this the other day. But um, yeah, anyway, I'll going to take my Kuyu pack this trip because it's the lightest pack that I've got. Um, got a little water bottle holder on the side.
I'm going to stop you there before you get too carried away. Probably worth just running everyone through the duration and stuff of the raw trip as well to sort of put in context.
All right, do you
Sort
want
of
to
what we're doing.
spiel off about that then?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's short and sweet, really, isn't it? We got 7 days sort of set aside um, down in the top of the south, chasing those things that are right behind you there,
Bugger,
those beauties.
with beauties, and
Um,
and maybe
maybe some of them as well, yeah. And just I think the goal is to cover quite a lot of ground and um, stay quite high. Beautiful. Yeah, stay quite high, up in the ridge lines and stuff like that as much as we can, sort of just dropping for water when needed and whatnot.
yeah,
So the gear we're taking, I suppose, is based on that sort of rough guideline at this stage. And then, as we discussed earlier today, like when we get sort of a week out, we can start then adding the weather factor in
yeah.
to what we're carrying.
Yeah, 100%. I've definitely got a few bits of gear here that I'll swap out for other bits, but I'll talk to that when I get through it. So, yeah, I've got a 7,000 cubic inch bag, which is equivalent, I think it's 110, which is too big, but I've got a 60 litre or this big bad boy, so it'll be the big bad guy. Um, so I'm just going to fill it with my stuff, and then I'll weigh it at the end.
Sweet.
That's a pretty
We'll
cool way to go.
pick it all apart as you go.
Hey,
We'll pick it all apart as you go.
yeah, sounds good. So I got my Rab sleeping bag, Neutrino Pro. Had this for a couple of years now. It's comfy. I've got the large size. It's not really much. I have got a super light sleeping bag, but it's too small for me. Yeah, I'm
It's
fat
such
now.
a big rig.
Yeah, the rig doesn't fit in it that well.
Um, to talk to the idea that you sort of were throwing around a month or so ago about the quilt.
Yeah, I'd like to get a quilt, but I don't know, maybe for summer. I don't know if I'd take it on a raw trip when we're probably more likely to get varying weather. But I definitely do want to try one. I haven't got my mitts on one yet. But yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
it's quite hard, isn't it? Because like last year in the Raw, it was
Well,
25 to 30-degree days, and then the year before we were in the snow. So
but we also had like frost a couple mornings on that trip last year.
yeah,
That first
yeah.
morning, things were frozen. So
But to be fair, I had frost in the back country like a week or so ago.
yeah, true.
So
And what are we now? Early February.
yeah,
So, um, I'm probably going to take this tent, which is a little AliExpress tent. Depending when I'm going to look at that forecast. Um, I've had a bit of a play with this in the backyard. I haven't had it in high winds yet, which is something I'm a little bit concerned about. Um, but it weighs 700 grams with floor. I'll probably do another separate video on that. But yeah, so I'm still searching for that perfect one man lightweight tent that I want. Um, haven't found it, but I'm going to give this a try, I think. Um, yeah, probably not the smartest idea, but you know,
Owen's going to make us that perfect tent, eh?
yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I've slid into his messages about that. Hi, Owen. Um, sleeping mat. The Nemo one that I got from you was a
Yeah.
Nemo tensor insulated, something like
Nemo tents Alpine.
Alpine.
Insular.
It's,
It's
what was
got
it?
quite a high R value that pad, eh, for what it
Yeah,
weighs.
yeah. I used it in Galatea this year when it was really cold up there, so it was quite good. That's about 450 grams. So it's not the. I think I've got a what's the other brand? Thermarest one down there that's lighter, but this is definitely thicker and more comfortable and wider. So, and because I'm getting old, Nemo Philo pillow because
Yeah,
they're quite heavy, but man, I love a good night's sleep, right? And
I agree. Well, a good night's sleep's a key, especially when you're punching out big Ks every day.
yeah,
You know,
and
you got to sleep well, and you know we've all done the years of just like rolling our puffer jacket up and shoving it under our head and sleeping absolutely miserably.
and if it gets real cold, I'm wearing my puffer jacket to bed anyway, or at least
Exactly.
putting it in the sleeping bag as well. Um, so I'll go on to. So that's pretty much my sleeping system. It's easy. It's not much to it. Um, I had another T-shirt that I was going to sleep in, but then I realised that I never actually use it. So I've carried it on heaps of trips to sleep in,
Yeah,
and I just sleep in my sweaty um, top anyway. So that's going to get chucked away. Um,
I literally just did the same thing on my summer trip, 5 days, and I was like, I just don't need that second t-shirt. Like it's a luxury, not a necessity, right? Like
yeah,
we're not there
100.
to win a beauty pageant or to win prizes for smelling the best. You're just there to get a job done. And
Yeah, like I carried that our whole last trip and never wore it. Why do I bother? I'm taking spare pair of undies though, because sort of after 3 days they start getting a bit sideways. So and a spare pair of socks. I like sleeping in dry socks. It's yeah. I've got a beanie in there and 2U zip-off long johns, which is pretty much the extent of my spare clothes. Any comments on that?
No, I'm about the same, man. I'll probably, uh, yeah, I'll be looking, yeah, pretty similar to be fair.
Yeah. And I love these 2U zip dry bags.
Yeah, they're the bomb, mate.
I think they're cool for keeping stuff organized and shit. Um, what have I got? In here, I got a pair of gloves, 2 pairs of gloves, and a buff. So I normally stick this somewhere near the top of my pack. Do I need 2 pairs of gloves? Probably not. I could probably do the single pair and the buff, but thicker gloves.
So what do you got there in the way of gloves?
I've got a thicker pair, which of
What are they like? They insulated? Are they non-insulated?
nah, they sort of like semi
Like
insulated.
fleece lined?
Yeah, fleece lined. And those are more of like a touch, like a thin glove, and I generally wear them together. Um,
The
hands,
ones in your hand at the moment don't look like they'd weigh anything.
those ones weigh fuck all. Yeah.
Are they the Kuyu Merino ones or?
Nah, they're a Sitka one, a cent, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, 5 grams, 50 grams. So, yeah, I could probably do away with one, but I don't know. Sometimes it's
Oh,
nice. Yeah,
if it's anything like last year, or sorry, 2 years ago, we're in the snow, cold wind and stuff. You're
and
definitely going to want the
yeah,
warmer
and
gloves there.
I normally chuck them in a pocket near the top of my pack. What else have I got? I'll throw my Kuyu puffer in there. Still there. So Kuyu Super Down Pro. Had it for a few years now. Nothing really much to say about that. It just does the job, right?
Yeah, they're the bomb.
Cooking. So this is I've slimmed down this again this year. Um, coffee cup, a little cedar summit plate. One of these with the little flints. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've in the past I've had like 3 of them for convenience in different places in my pack.
Flints or lighters?
Flints and lighters. I've had both. Um,
It's an easy one to like just have a lighter or something in your bino harness and then
yeah,
in your hip
100%.
pocket and they're
Um,
all the little things that add up, eh?
yeah, and a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of luxury. So that's all in another zip dry bag. Um, I have got my what do you call this thing? Wind burner, but I think we'll probably try and share one this year. I think. Not sure. Need to have a conversation with you at some point.
Yeah, it's not a crazy idea.
Yeah, like one of us carry gas, one of us carry. I'll fire it on my pack for weight. What do you
I
call it?
suppose like let's build this as a self-sufficient weight, and we can always trim stuff later.
Mm. So fire that in. Cover on the tops. I got a water bladder. This is a 4 litre one. I'm hoping to get a bigger one. I want to get a 6, the newer version of the 6. Just waiting for a guy to text me back. So once again, no water up on the top, so we've got to carry it up there. Ooh. Toothbrush, bit of toothpaste. You know, is what that is. I do have a bag here with like a little bit of rope, some straps, knife sharpener, some scalpel blades, and a rubbish bag in there, um, with the idea of wrapping the bag around skulls so the flies don't get on them. Probably to do away with that. We haven't needed it in the past. Like, yeah, I don't know. Unsure. I think the little straps and stuff are handy to tie the antlers onto your pack. Since we'll be doing some big Ks, we did that last year and the year before. Little scalpel knife. Keep skinning if we manage to shoot something half decent. Might throw that away. Little emergency kit. Then we've got just the general shit in there: plate, tape, anti-chafe cream, survival blankets, mirror, Panadol, Nurofen, just basics. I went through there and had a trim out earlier this year. See what it weighs. 400 grams. So it's probably could trim some stuff out of there, but I don't know.
Only so like is that your first aid as well as like
First
survival stuff?
aid, yeah, sort of possibles, but in Panadol, Nurofen.
Yeah, it's only like you can get lighter for sure. Like I know guys that just take plasters and some ibuprofen, but
yeah, I'll probably throw some magnesium pills in there to help sleep and shit like that. But whatever. So that's that. This is a little electronics kit. So a little bag with some SD cards in it, which is nothing. Two battery banks, two 10K battery banks, a few wires, another battery for my camera, and this little sweetie, my little
Flex tail.
little what do you call it? Pump, air pump, blow your pump up, net up. Very luxury, very luxury.
Yeah, it's sort of as you know, like it's a bit of an interesting one that, like you say, that there's a luxury, but there's probably more to using that than a lot of people would probably imagine. As I found out on that last trip, even in summer,
Yeah,
just the amount of moisture that you blow into your mat when you use your mouth to blow it up, whether you're using your mouth directly on the valve or you're using like sort of, doing the old sack, blowing into it sort of thing. I ended up with a heap of moisture in my pad, because I've got the similar Nemo to yours. What are we? The tense insulated mummy, just a regular. Because it's semi-see-through, I could see the moisture inside it.
yeah,
And it made me think, because I bought the tiny pump. And I didn't take it on that trip because I was like, oh, it's summertime. I don't really need to worry about moisture in my pad. It shouldn't be an issue. And not that it was an issue, but you still end up with moisture in the pad. And the raw is the time of year where, um, temperatures can be very different day to day. And I think as well, just longevity of a pad, the less moisture you end up with inside of it, the better, right? It's going to not go moldy and
it's
all that sort
definitely
of
nice
stuff.
too when you get back and you're absolutely puffed. Like, you're puffed when you get to camp at night and you don't have to sit there and blow your pad up, but just hold it on there.
Yeah, well, to put it frankly, you're just absolutely fucked and you just can't be bothered.
Yeah, yeah,
It's laying there like it happens every time, and I'm like, God, I wish I had that pump, and then I don't have it. And
yeah,
yeah, but I mean, like this thing here weighs 1.2 ounces. That's backwards to you, but
yeah.
um,
Which is like 60 grams, right?
yeah, I weighed it the other day. Yeah, 60 grams. That's with the battery in it.
Um,
Um,
This one's 90 with it's got a little
Lantern.
lantern in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But
So I don't know. Like it seems a little bit. Like yeah, you don't need to take it, but
yeah,
um, I wouldn't not take it in the winter.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's definitely with me. But you just want to make sure you're not camping somewhere
Too
where
big.
you're close to animals and you're trying to be quiet.
Yeah, yeah. Fear. Yeah.
It sounds like a jet trying to take off in your tent, right?
Sounds pretty wicked. Headlamp. I'm just using Nightcore NU25 ultralight.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to get another one, so I have two. Headlamp is something that I feel like I handy to have two of.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
like I have had that one. I think I was with you coming down that ridge line a couple of years ago, and headlamp went flat. Not this one, another brand. So yeah, need to order another one of those. Um, Rain cover, pack cover, pretty self-explanatory. Do you still take your little Z seat? Fun,
I
fun.
took it. I carried it for 5 days this year in the summer trip, and never pulled it out once. But I think it comes in clutch when the ground starts getting real wet.
Especially like to
Not
get from nearly. I like putting it in front of the door of my tent or the floor of my tent, so you kneel
yeah,
on it, and then so you're not dragging moisture into your sleeping bag or something.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
as well
Yeah,
as
but again, that comes down to when the ground's wet, right? So,
yeah.
like, definitely something I'd bring on the raw trip for sure.
What else have we got? Nalgene water bottle. Um, you can get a lighter version. I think I'm going to try and get a lighter version. It's only probably, I think they're about 200. Yeah, 1.9. Yeah, 190 grams. So you can get one same liter size at 100 grams. Don't know. Just want to buy something new, I guess. But in there. Um, what else we got? Jersey Midler is my Sitka Sentinel
Ambient.
ambient hoodie. Yeah. Once again, had that a few years. Love it.
There's one piece of kit that I need to get my hands on.
Yeah. They're a nice hoodie. Um, wearing, jacket, probably my Sitka dew point. I have got another one in there that I'm thinking about contemplating taking, but I need to have a look at it first. I'll put that in there.
No
Um,
rain pants at this stage.
rain pants is a weather dependent thing, and that'll be the same as puffer pants, right? Like,
Yeah,
if it's going to be cold and wet, I'll probably throw rain pants and puffer pants in there, and maybe
yeah,
upgrade the tent. Unsure.
yeah. I do like a thing that I've started doing in the last probably I don't know, a couple of years where like when I'm doing exactly what you're doing there, laying all your gear out on the table and getting ready for a trip, I for things like your rain pants, your puffer pants, your tent that you're not sure of, I do like a pile of potentials.
Yeah,
Um, and the main reason for that is so I don't forget in a rush because you and I both got kids now. Um, yeah, I'm pretty good at forgetting things these days. So yeah, I run that little pile to remind me
yeah,
sitting there, and then you can sort of factor things, swap things in and out, and like that.
yeah. I've got my rain pants sitting there. I should do that, but what I'll wear: Sitka lightweight hoodie. It's great, keeps the sun off you. Probably won't keep me warm, but I did cut the. It's got a face mask in it. I cut that out because I never use it. So that. my crispy Summit lightweight boots, hat, and these are new. I got jealous because you had them last year. The Stone Glacier de Havilland lights, I think.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
And I got jealous because they had this big, wide heat dump zip. So yeah, that's pretty much
They're
what I'm wearing.
pretty awesome pant, hey?
Yeah, yeah. I've only worn them at, like doing some bush walks and stuff around home, but I haven't really worn them in the field. So, what do you reckon this weighs? I mean, this is before food.
It's just like base weight.
Yeah.
Um, what else you got on the table there? Is that trekking poles?
No, that's a tripod that I was using the other night for something. I've got my rhino harness. I've got my trekking poles in here.
Yeah. What's the pink thing? No, other side of the screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
daughter's headphones.
Oh, right. I thought that might have been some tent activity you
No,
had
no,
there.
no, 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 no. I'll put the Borat suit on though, possibly.
No, I think you'll go pretty close to 10 kg with that.
You reckon? Good look. 9.5.
Boom.
Yeah. And then,
It's pretty solid. And then you sort of factor, give or take about a kilo of food a day, and then whatever water, all of a sudden your pack's 25 kilo.
yeah, brutal, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Food
So,
and water, eh? Geez,
what's
it'd be
that?
so nice if we didn't have to carry it.
Oh, that's shit, eh? Right. Yeah.
It's so
But
hard to get food right as well.
yeah, yeah, we've had this discussion many times, eh? Like, I know
Mm.
we always end up carrying more food out than what we, well, expect to, you know?
Yeah, well, on that last trip, I carried like 1.7 kilos of food out. It's like you sort of want to eat it all to get rid of the weight, but you're at the same time like, well, why waste food? I don't need to eat it. I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
So,
End up overeating and feeling like rubbish.
yeah,
Like, yeah. Oh,
that's pretty good.
you're
Pretty
right.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. Some,
To be fair, you didn't have a lot of stuff that you could really cull out. There's a few things, like these pumps, things like that, that it's just like you could definitely cull them out.
I mean, I could
Don't need.
put a lot of light of sleeping mat in there, light a pillow, or just not take a pillow and use my sleeping bag, use my puffer jacket. But I don't know, like I, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, it's everything else is pretty light already, so having a good night's sleep helps performance.
yeah,
So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's I don't know. Just
I
trying to think, just
yeah,
running through my own gear in my head.
the tent thing's interesting. Like um, yeah, feels crazy to take a cheap tent, but yeah, I don't know.
They review pretty well online though.
Yeah, they do. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a shit they like though, you know.
Yeah.
And like you say, they review well. The zip feels a bit honky on it. Like it's not the nicest feeling zip in the world.
For the amount of money you paid for it, you can't expect the world, right? So
And I think it cost me $200. Like
yeah.
if that. Like um, so I'll find out, but it wasn't a lot. I think we should leave your little version of this until you get your new backpack that you've got coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that a fair?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
fair?
I don't know when that'll be. It'll probably be, I don't know, a
So,
couple of weeks.
$180 that tent cost me.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good, eh? I think they've actually jumped up in price now too, eh?
Um, and I think I bought like some little bungee cord and some tent pegs for it, which probably cost another 30. So yeah, but
Sweet.
anyway, got anything else
Looking
there
good.
before I kill this recording?
Nah, I think we do one as well, on food.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think all I've got at the moment, I've got some dehydrates over there and some noodles and soup, and I haven't got too much sorted. I'm just throwing a pile of what I've got. Mhm.
Yeah, people are always curious though, like,
Yeah.
different food and different options because food gets pretty fucking repetitive in the hills, eh?
Oh, it does. And yeah. Like I know last time we found that finding something with a bit of crunch was nice
Yeah.
rather than just eating slop.
Adding corn chips to your dehy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna kill this recording, so hopefully
Yeah.
someone enjoyed that if we post it.